thank the Emancipation Support Committee of Trinidad and Tobago, as well as the University of West Indies, St. Augustine. I'm extremely honored to deliver the feature address at the launch of the Kwame Ture Memorial Lecture Series on its 25th anniversary. Kwame Ture is my idol, and I couldn't be more proud to be here in his name. I'd like to also thank the organizing team of the Emancipation Support Committee of Trinidad and Tobago. I'd like to especially thank Ms. Zakia Uzoma Wadada and Doctors Asha and Kafra Kambon for taking such good care of me since I've been here. Okay. On October 2nd, 2023, the United States presented to the United Nations Security Council a resolution calling for its long-planned military attack on Haiti. Resolution 2699, which was passed under Chapter 7 of the United Nations Charter, allows the use of deadly force against individual states. It must be pointed out that a Chapter 7 deployment is rare and only applied to countries embroiled in civil war and when this civil war is a threat to international peace. As many have pointed out, especially people in Haiti, there is no civil war in the country. Moreover, the resolution does not explain how the activities of small groups of armed men operating mostly in the capital city of a presumably sovereign country, a country that already has a large UN and US presence, how this country presents a threat to international peace and security. Under the guise of the Western narrative of gang violence and the idea that Haiti is a failed state, Western politicians and media have been able to manufacture consent around an old, consistent, and racist trope that Haitian people cannot rule themselves and therefore do not deserve sovereignty. This trope has been accepted by many throughout the world, including within global African populations. This is perhaps the only thing that can explain how the world has so easily accepted yet another brutal US invasion of Haiti. It may also explain why this latest US imperialist venture in Haiti has been openly aided by a blackface masquerade of a contingent of mercenaries from Africa and the Caribbean. There are a number of things to note about this impending military intervention in Haiti. First, while there is currently a live stream genocide in Gaza, there has not been a similar call by the United Nations Security Council for military intervention to ensure international peace and security in the Middle East. Second, the call for a new military invasion of Haiti is made while key structures of the last Chapter 7 military invasion and occupation that began in 2004 remain in place. These structures include the UN office in Haiti and the non-elected non-Haitian core group. Both continue to make political decisions in the country. Third, while it is sanctioned by the UN Security Council and called a multinational mission, the impending military invasion of Haiti is not an official UN mission. It is a mission primarily paid for by the US, with a few countries volunteering what are, in effect, mercenaries. Fourth, and most significant, and a shocking irony and spectacular tragedy, this latest plan for foreign armed intervention into Haiti, the first Black, free, revolutionary republic in the modern world, is supposed to be led by Kenya. Kenya, an African nation 12,000 miles away, was said to have asked for this role. Indeed, upon the successful passing of the resolution, Kenya President William Ruto released a video statement in which he said in part, quote, "For us in Kenya, this mission is of special significance and critical urgency. We experienced the harrowing brunt of colonialism as well as the long and difficult, frustrating struggle for freedom. Justice is finally coming to the people of Haiti who have borne the brunt of colonial plunder and repression as well as post-colonial retaliation and exploitation," end quote. Not to be outdone, Kenya's Foreign Minister, Alfred Mutua, who said the week before that his foreign invasion of Haiti was Kenya's doing God's will, thanked the United States for giving Kenya the mandate to forcefully intervene in Haiti, quote, "to help our suffering brothers and sisters," end quote. Here we see a fascinating discourse of Black brotherhood and sisterhood as a result of a supposedly shared history of Haiti and Kenya, the history of colonialism. Indeed, Ruto has insisted that this was a military mission of Pan-African solidarity. Also, as an aside, just last week, to deal with the voodoo situation in Haiti, apparently. Yet, I would argue, yes, that an invasion and occupation of Haiti by an African country on behalf of the US hegemon is not Pan-Africanism, but Western imperialism in blackface. By agreeing to send troops to Haiti, the Kenyan government is assisting in undermining the sovereignty and self-determination of Haitian people while serving the neo-colonial interests of the US, the core group, and the United Nations. But Ruto's assertion that this mission is a form of Pan-Africanism is also paternalistic. In effect, the Kenyan leadership narrative about Haiti sounds like this: poor, pitiful Haiti desperately needs Black African big brother to come to its aid in the hour of need. But it's not just Kenyan political leaders who have taken the discourse of brotherhood wrapped in a paternalist tone towards Haiti and Haitian peoples. The leaders of the Caribbean community, CARICOM, have also articulated a similar discourse of helping Haiti find democracy while playing a publicly prominent, though hardly independent, role in the US's latest push for military invasion in this country, of our country. It is important to note that Big Brother, Kenya, did not have diplomatic relations with Haiti until September 20th, 2023. And that this entire move to have Kenya lead a military invasion and occupation was concocted by the US. Kenya, we've now learned, was bought off by promised national security assistance provided by the Pentagon that included a visit by US Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin. It was also promised increased IMS funding, $600 million for the invasion force, a US military base in Kenya, and most egregiously, the promise of a US state visit. This coveted state visit, proudly boasted by Kenyan officials as the first for an African head of state since 2008, occurred last month on May 24th. In fact, even our Kenyan Big Brother's assessment of mission to Haiti to decide whether to undertake the mission happened just a few weeks after the Security Council resolution, when a US military plane took a small contingent of Kenyan officials to Haiti. The Kenyan delegation was escorted throughout Haiti by US and UN soldiers, housed in the US Embassy, which is the 4th largest in the world in Haiti, and conducted its meetings not with Haiti's government, but with the UN-US representatives. CARICOM's involvement in the latest negotiations and the formations of a new, quote, new Haitian government was also orchestrated by the US with the help of development funding from Canada. And while CARICOM has a relatively long, though mixed engagement with Haiti, this current one was fully dictated by the US Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, who spearheaded negotiations in Jamaica with help from Canada, France, Mexico, and Brazil. We must seriously ask the question of why it is acceptable to the world that those countries, or any foreign country, get to make decisions for Haiti, a supposedly sovereign nation. I want to focus my presentation today on the significance of Haiti for understanding both the history and struggle of decolonization and Black self-determination, and the long Western counter-revolution against the global Black emancipation and freedom. To do so is to understand that Haiti, born of a revolution that emerged triumphant in 1804 as the first free republic in the hemisphere, also represents the longest neo-colonial experiment in the West. In other words, for 2 centuries, there has been a Western imperial counterinsurgency against Haiti that has attempted to terminate the most ambitious revolutionary experiment in the modern world. It is through this context that we have to approach contemporary Haiti and what many are describing as a crisis. There is a crisis in Haiti, but it's not a new crisis. The crisis of Haiti is a crisis of imperialism, but the crisis of imperialism is not uniquely about Haiti. Rather, Haiti, because of its unique history and length of its struggle, is the main site through which the tools of Western imperialism, tools of counterinsurgency against revolution and emancipation. Haiti is the place where these are tested and enacted. Haiti's struggle against Western imperialism, however, not only reveals contradictions and challenges of Pan-African emancipation, but also unveils the way that the entire Caribbean region suffers a crisis of imperialism. What I mean to say here is that the Caribbean region is also under the yoke of US imperialism, despite the inability for many to acknowledge this reality. Moreover, I argue that what is new about the crisis of imperialism are the new modalities of neocolonialism that draws in Kenya and CARICOM states while reconstituting Pan-Africanism as a paternalist movement to be deployed in the service of US empire as it asserts control over most nations in the region. At the same time, the complicated and problematic facts about this upcoming US military invasion of Haiti, in fact, the difficulty of the US to even activate this intervention, actually point to US and Western imperial crisis, and for that, we should be grateful. In the rest of this presentation, I will try to explain the history, nature, contours, and crisis of US imperialism in Haiti. I will show that it is Haiti's use as a laboratory for US and Western imperialism that make it difficult to even see that Haiti's contemporary predicament is one of colonialism and occupation, and that the Haitian struggle is one for decolonization. Haiti's current predicament also provides lessons for the Caribbean region and for the valiant people struggling to assert sovereignty and dignity. And in the spirit of Kwame Ture, I argue that a free Haiti is the only way to full Pan-African emancipation. On the weekend of January 31st and February 1st, 2003, a group of high-level white, Western, and Latin American diplomats met in Ottawa, Canada, to discuss Haiti. Participants included Jean Chrétien, the Liberal Prime Minister of Canada, the Secretary of State of Canada for Latin America, representatives of the Organization of American States, members of the European Economic Commission, French Minister for Cooperation, representatives from El Salvador, and two high-ranking officials from the US State Department. Dubbed the Ottawa Initiative on Haiti, the objective of this meeting in 2003 was to decide the future of Haiti's governance. No Haitian government officials were in attendance. The real plan, as later revealed by Canadian journalist Michel Vastel, was to remove Haiti's president, Jean-Bertrand Aristide, from office. And the Western high-ranking officials openly discussed the need for Aristide's departure, the need to put a trusteeship over Haiti, and the need to find political and military support for these. A year later, in the early morning hours of February 29, 2004, officials from the US Embassy in Haiti, accompanied by heavily armed US Marines, came to the home of President Aristide in the nation's capital, Port-au-Prince, and ordered the democratically elected popular Haitian president and his family into a car for a ride to Haiti's international airport. The Aristide family and a close aide were directed onto an unmarked US jet, and President Aristide was flown out of Haiti and away from power. This would be on the anniversary of the founding of Haiti to the culmination of its revolution in 1804. While this was happening, the then US ambassador to Haiti, James Foley, went to the home of Haiti's Supreme Court chief and installed Haiti's new interim president. By this time, 2,000 US, French, and Canadian soldiers were already on the ground in Haiti. They had arrived the day before. Let me reiterate, the US, working together with France and Canada, removed Haiti's democratically elected president and flew him and his family from the Caribbean all the way to the Central African Republic. Back then, Jamaican Prime Minister P.J. Patterson, then leader of CARICOM, and Venezuela's Hugo Chavez were the only two heads of states to vigorously protest the coup d'etat. But the coup was then cleaned up by the United Nations, which under the leadership of the UN Security Council, permanent members, US and France, voted to dispatch a so-called peacekeeping mission to Haiti. Indeed, The removal of Aristide from power was the culmination of a clear and concerted and successful campaign, one that included the collusion of European, Latin American, and North American states, and the marshaling of the midst of international law and the quote-unquote international community to sanction this illegal act. Now, I argue that the 2004 coup d'etat has been one of the most consequential events, not only for Haiti, but also for regional politics, in terms of U.S. foreign policy aims, and importantly, for the struggle for decolonization. Through the 2004 coup d'etat, Haiti lost its nominal sovereignty and came under the occupation of the U.S., managed by the machinery of the United Nations and covered by the discourse of multilateralism. But the simple facts of both the 2004 coup and the violence of international legal mechanisms of the UN used against Haiti and its people have been shamefully ignored. Part of the reason that this occupation is not recognized as such is because of the way it was enacted and structured. 4 days before the coup, on February 25, 2004, French Foreign Minister Dominique Villepin had distributed a memo to the UN Security Council detailing a plan for the upcoming regime change and UN occupation of Haiti. In his memo, Villepin told the UN to prepare for the, quote, immediate establishment of a civilian peacekeeping force, as well as for the establishment of an electoral commission for a presidential election in Haiti. It's 4 days before the coup. Then, the day after the coup, against the Haiti's president, 2 permanent members of the UN Security Council, the US and France, the same 2 countries behind the coup d'etat, pushed the UN Security Council to unanimously pass a resolution that authorized the immediate deployment of a multinational force. This resolution, 1529, was passed under Chapter 7 of the UN Charter, which authorized full military force, UN military force, to take all necessary measures by land, sea, and air against the population. Thus, the 2004 illegal coup was both enforced and cleaned up with the sanction of the UN. And on June 1st, 2004, the UN officially took over from US, Canadian, and French troops, which had been there since the February 29th coup. And the UN established the United Nations Stabilizing Mission in Haiti, or MINUSTA, is French acronym, for the task of military occupation under the guise of establishing peace and security. A multi-billion-dollar occupation, MINUSTA had at any given time 6,000 to 12,000 troops and police stationed in Haiti, alongside thousands of bureaucrats, technical staff, and civilian personnel. In a horrific parallel to the first US occupation in Haiti that happened between 1915 and 1934, the 2004 UN occupation under MINUSTA was marked by its brutality towards Haitian people. Civilians were attacked and assassinated. Peacekeepers committed countless sexual crimes. UN soldiers dumped human feces into the rivers used for drinking water, unleashing a cholera epidemic that killed between 10 and 40,000 people and sickened a million. The US and MINUSTA also trained and militarized Haiti's police and security forces, and often rehabilitating and reintegrating rogue members. For Haitian people, occupation has only meant death, misery, environmental degradation, and an affront to our human dignity. The UN has never been held accountable for these crimes against our people. Significantly, the 2004 occupation was solidified through the creation and operationalization of the core group, the current colonial rulers of Haiti. The core group is an unelected group of foreigners from Brazil, Canada, France, Spain, the US, Germany, representatives from the Organization of American States, the IMF, the World Bank. This is the group that has appointed itself arbiters of Haitian politics. Neither neutral nor passive, the core group plays an active interventionist role in Haiti's everyday political affairs. As such, the UN's core group continues to be continues to directly rule Haiti. Some claim that the UN occupation officially ended in 2017 with the formal drawdown of the MINUSTA mission. Yet the UN has remained in Haiti through a new office with a new acronym, BINU, the United Nations Integrated Office in Haiti. If the UN occupation mission did indeed end, why was the core group and why was the BINU office left behind and granted such power? Through the core group and BINU, Haiti is currently run by a group of non-Haitian foreigners. These are the same people responsible for the destruction of the democracy, of country's democracy. And at various special sessions, if you pay attention, very special sessions on Haiti at the UN Security Council, it is often the head of BINU, now from Ecuador, who takes the lead in presenting Haiti as a basket case of unthinking and violent gangs. Numerous pictures litter the internet of the group's white leaders meeting with one or two selected black leaders. Key members of the core group meet regularly on the status of Haiti without Haitian representation. Under this 20-year foreign occupation, Haiti's state has been completely destroyed. And while there is really no democracy under occupation, the US installation of Michel Martelly and his PHTK political party as president in the country in 2011 removed all pretense of Haitian sovereignty. Martelly, for those who do not know, had lost the first round of the elections, and all the members of the Haitian Electoral Council refused to formally ratify the vote. While Barack Obama's Secretary of State Hillary Clinton flew to Haiti to change the election results, the Organization of American States, a member of the core group, colluded in this brazen undermining of Haitian sovereignty, ratifying the results as legitimate. Martelly's tenure was one of deep corruption and violence, including the arming of groups, young men, to terrorize poor neighborhoods, as well as the theft of $1 billion from the Petro-Carib funds given by Venezuela to Haiti, the attempted sell-off of Haitian land and resources to foreigners, and importantly, the disruption of Haiti's political cycle. By the time of the assassination of his successor and protege, Jovenel Moïse, who also came to power through undemocratic, quote-unquote, elections, there had not been regional and local elections in Haiti since 2016. By the end of their terms, both Martelly and Moïse were ruling by decree. And once the core group installed Ariel Henry after the assassination as Haiti's de facto prime minister in July 2021, talk of elections was placed on the back burner. The US and core group did not encourage Henry, their Haitian puppet government, to organize elections, preferring instead to keep him in power as long as possible. By late 2023, the terms of the last elected officials in Haiti had expired. Haiti currently has no elected officials, no legitimate government, having gone from 7,500 elected officials to 0. Thus, this is the manufacturing of Haiti as a failed state, Haiti under occupation. One of the reasons that the brutal UN military occupation of Haiti that began in 2004 could fly under the radar was because it was populated by a multinational, multiracial military and civilian force. The US admitted as much, and as revealed in the WikiLeaks files. Former US Ambassador to Haiti, Janet Sanderson, lauded the occupation force as a cheap source of US power. This is what she called it, quote, cheap source of US power in Haiti, as it was made up of a multinational coalition of Western and non-Western forces, including countries like Benin, Ecuador, Rwanda, Senegal, Guinea, Jamaica, Colombia, Chile, Trinidad and Tobago, Niger, Argentina, Kenya, Brazil, all who seem bent on using Haiti as their training ground. Brazil, for example, was in charge of the military wing of the occupation, having been promised a seat at the UN Security Council to Lula. Brazil spent $750 million on maintaining its soldiers in Haiti. And at one point, the foreign civilian contingent of the occupation was led by Trinidadian and Tobagan diplomat Sandra Honoré. From very early on, the US has sought the help of other regional partners for its upcoming planned invasion in Haiti. Once turned down by Brazil, by Canada, and by Mexico, it turned its attention to the leaders of CARICOM. In early 2023, despite pressure from US and Canada, CARICOM, under the leadership of Prime Minister of Bahamas, Philip Davis refused to agree to send police and military force for an invasion of Haiti. But by summer 2023, CARICOM had reversed course, caving in to pressure from the U.S. and its minions, including the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres and members of the core group. Ironically, this about-face came during CARICOM's Head of Government Conference in July 2023, which also marked the 50th anniversary of the organization. The meeting was attended by U.S. officials, including Vice President Kamala Harris, Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, and among others, African-American Congressman Hakeem Jeffries. The month before, in June, Caribbean Foreign Minister Melanie Joly hosted a meeting on Haiti with Caribbean countries and various UN agencies about the security situation in Haiti, with no Haitian present, of course. Thus, by the end of the CARICOM conference in the summer of 2023, the member states issued a statement in support of a U.S.-orchestrated military invasion of Haiti. Like Kenya, the CARICOM countries have been promised robust packages of aid and security assistance for their service to empire. By spring 2024, CARICOM leaders were catapulted into the spotlight once de facto Prime Minister Ariel Henry was prevented by Haitian armed groups from landing in Haiti after a U.S.-sponsored trip to Kenya to sign an agreement for the deployment of Kenyan police. In lieu of a Haitian government, since, if we remember, the U.S. had not forced its puppets to hold elections, the U.S. elicited the help or cover of CARICOM to concoct a new government for Haiti. We are told by the Western media that on March 11th, there were CARICOM-led discussions with Haitian leaders. In reality, however, CARICOM member states worked under the supervision of the core group. The U.S. chose which Haitian leaders to invite to the discussion with the core group, which included U.S., France, Canada, Brazil, and Mexico. They first met out privately to work out a plan for Haiti before bringing in chosen Haitian representation. Most significantly, those Haitians chosen to be part of the negotiations of the new Haitian government had to agree to U.S. terms for foreign intervention before being allowed to participate in the discussion. Indeed, Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, the darling of the U.S. left, worked alongside Guyana's President Irfan Ali, and she was adamant that the meeting could not begin if the selected participants did not first sign on to this foreign military invasion. Like Kenya, and like many countries that participated in the UN occupation of Haiti from 2004, the current crop of Caribbean leaders are allowing themselves to be used to stifle Haitian sovereignty. Now, U.S. imperialism involves a gamut of activities from diplomatic influence to cultural warfare and military intervention. It depends on a wide range of institutions and actors and a diverse set of strategies, including the U.S. State Department, the Central Intelligence Agency through funding the National Endowment for Democracy, the U.S. Information Agency, which effectively determines how the occupied states' funds are to be distributed, funding both accepted Western NGO projects and local controlled opposition youth groups, U.S. and Western media, which often serve as mouthpieces for the ruling class, preparing the cultural ground for the outside world to accept whatever actions are planned for those under occupation, local and Western-based churches and missionaries, and most importantly, the use of neighboring neo-colonial governments as proxies. In Haiti's case, imperialism is not a metaphor. It is a hierarchical structure established through the power of the United States as the superpower and then outsourced, and which then outsources the colonial control of Haiti to others. One can see then how the US-funded, Kenyan-led, multilateral invasion of Haiti with Caribbean and African participation is a smokescreen for US imperialism. Sadly, what this renewed US invasion of Haiti will do is consolidate the 20-year occupation of Haiti that continues. Ghana's first president and Pan-Africanist theorist, Kwame Nkrumah, once wrote that, quote, "Neocolonialism is the worst form of imperialism. For those who practice it, it means power without responsibility, and for those who suffer it, it means exploitation without redress," end quote. At this point, some of you, well, all of you may ask, well, what is it about Haiti? Why Haiti? First, there is the matter of the Haitian Revolution. Haiti has never been forgiven for shattering, if only for a short time, white supremacy and destroying the system of plantation slavery that was at white supremacy's base. Second, the UN-led and well-enforced 2004 military occupiers were deployed as proxy enforcers of US regional policy. This policy has a number of parts, which includes the destruction of the remnants of the popular movement that arose in Haiti after the fall of the Duvalier dictatorship in the late 1980s, and to promote the interests of, quote, business-friendly Haitian transnational bourgeoisie. In brief, the destruction of the revolutionary Haitian state that emerged in the 1990s after a 36-year US-supported dictatorship was done to further the neoliberal economic agenda that had subtended US foreign policy in the Caribbean and Latin America. Here, we must see parallels to the counter-revolution against Grenada's revolution in the 1980s. For Haiti, we have leaked diplomatic cables between Washington and the US Embassy in Port-au-Prince that revealed the US considered the occupation as, quote, an indispensable tool in realizing the core US government policy interests, which included and this is still a quote, the resurgent populist and anti-market economy political forces that had arisen with the rise of Aristide, end quote. The goal, it seems, is to open up the space for US and Canadian governments, especially to entrench Haitians as cheap labor for multinational corporations. To accomplish this requires the takeover of land owned by peasants, the transfer of this land to international corporations, while at the same time alienating the masses from their land. It is therefore important to understand the US role in completely dismantling the Haitian state, not just as a side event, but as a calculated and strategic specific set of strategies. Third, the US needs to maintain control of Haiti, as the country is strategically important for its geopolitical aims, the further militarization of the Caribbean and Latin American region in preparation for its confrontation with China, and to implement the Global Fragility Act. The objective of the Global Fragility Act articulates a new foreign policy in the region that uses a combination of aid funding and militaries or police of other countries to carry out US objectives. Hence, you can understand why the push for Kenyan forces or the use of CARICOM for negotiating a political settlement in Haiti with US pretending to be behind the scenes. The US is not using its own soldiers. Many have not noticed that the documents announcing the Global Fragility Act clearly articulate that the main goal are to advance, quote, US national and security interests and to, quote, manage rival powers of China and Russia. The US has another key objective: to use Haiti to control the Caribbean basin in preparation, as well as to control the states that it deems its enemies, Venezuela, Cuba, and Nicaragua. Indeed, the growing US military presence in such spaces as Guyana and the increasing large regional US-led military exercises, such as Operation Trade Winds, which was hosted by Barbados just 2 months ago, reveal the true objectives of the US. And Haiti is perfectly positioned geographically and politically for entrenching and expanding US imperial power in the region. We cannot underestimate the power and tactics of US imperialism, and the crisis in Haiti, the crisis of Haiti, is a crisis of imperialism. This is the context that we have to understand the US insistence on yet another military invasion of the country, and to understand the criminal absurdity of this invasion. The US has a 10-year plan that it has written for Haiti that comes with this intervention. Now, one of the most underreported aspects of the current crisis in Haiti is the continuous protests of the Haitian people against occupation and for self-determination. The people protested in the thousands in 2004 following the removal of Aristide by US, France, and Canada. They protested the imposition of another illegitimate president in 2011 when Hillary Clinton changed the election results. In 2015, when the US imposed Jovenel Moïse. They protested the corruption of US-imposed political party of Michel Martelly. In 2018, 2019, they protested the unelected and de facto U.S.-installed Prime Minister Ariel Henry until the political elite empowered the armed groups to terrorize the population into poor neighborhoods that caused a let-up in the protests. We must remember, one of the key conversations around gangs came around the protests against Ariel Henry back in 2018 and back in 2021 and 2022. But we are told that the interest of the U.S. in Haiti is humanitarian, that the U.S. wants to protect the Haitian people from criminal gangs. Never mind that U.S. weapons have flooded Haiti, and that the U.S. has consistently rejected calls to effectively enforce a UN Security Council resolution for an arms embargo against the Haitian and U.S. elite who import guns into the country and who own the ports. The multinational, Western-led occupation of Haiti that began in 2004 and that continues should be considered one of the most successful exercise of neo-imperial sabotage. The U.S., France, and Canada were able to remove a democratically elected and popular president, bypass the country's constitution, and over the past 20 years install prime ministers and presidents while overseeing the complete dismantling of the Haitian state. And now we are to believe the crisis is about gangs, and that the violence on Haitian people and their sovereignty is the only possible solution. I would like to say that when we speak of gangs, we must recognize that the most powerful gangs in the country are the U.S. and its subsidiaries, the UN office in Haiti, and the core group, which have effectively ruled the country since the coup d'etat in 2004. It is this gang of foreigners that is insisting on this violent solution to the crisis in Haiti, a crisis that they themselves have to create. At a moment when African and African diaspora populations are reaching back to history to affirm Pan-Africanism and a Black radical tradition, one that often claims Haiti's initial sacrifice for Black self-determination, at a moment when African groups are insisting on emancipation and self-determination, how do we reconcile the multi-pronged, multinational attack on Haitian sovereignty? My main objective today was to provide an important broader context to highlight how international interference in Haiti is intentional, calculated, and consistent. And I want to argue that taking this reality into account will be beneficial not only for Haitian self-determination and sovereignty, but for all of us, especially other African diaspora countries. I want to remind us that Haiti is the site of one of the longest struggles for both Black liberation and anti-colonial independence in the world. It is for this reason we must also understand why the U.S. empire's interest in the expansion of its hegemony has resulted in the constant reactionary onslaught against the people of Haiti and decades of instability for the nation. The occupation continues, but so does our unfaltering fight for Haitian sovereignty, and I believe that we will win. And I want to end here with the words of brother and sister Kwame Ture, quote, "In the liberation struggles of Africans and all other exploited peoples, some unfolding over generations, even centuries, there are low points and reverses. That's all. The struggle continues." Thank you.